Exactly, what's the point? That's exactly what it feels like. Bunch of guys had a big rally. The police are uneasy because today there was a lot of trash and breaking windows. A bunch of stuff went on, and so they're not very comfortable with this group. They want them to disperse, and they're not. And so they're just hanging out, making sure they don't do anything. It's not going to change our minds. I mean, if they'd come up and just talk to people on the street, then we would have had a pleasant conversation with them. But to do this kind of stuff is just so silly. I mean, the hula hoop gal is pretty good, actually. She did her hula hoop forever, and they must be paying her a lot because she has a real, she has a real skill. But in general, it just seems so silly. I'm sorry. It just seems silly. And for them to do this to the police, who are just fantastic, is amazingly stupid,
Performing for the police.
And the media.
I was answering her question.
And the media.
I was answering her question. She said, do you think if we went inside that they would go away? And I said, no, they've got what they want. They've got this audience, and they've created this situation with them, the peaceful good guys, and the big bad guys, police, and they're black with their clubs. And that's what they want the media to see. And us going inside wouldn't make a difference because they're creating the show they want to create. This will be played worldwide. It's going to make us look like a Gestapo state. That's what they want because that's the way they think. They think that's what we are.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't think they're paid.
Oh, and we know that some of them are paid because when we went to New York, some of them were on the bus with us, and we asked them where they were from, and they were from out of state, and they said they were appalled that they had to pay for their own cab. And they said, you mean we don't get a free ride from the station over to the center? And we said, well, we don't. Why would you? And they said, well, they're paying for everything else. And we said, who's paying? And they said, oh, we don't know. And we said, well, what are you protesting? And they said, Bush. And we said, well, what about Bush do you not like? And they said, we don't know. They haven't told us yet.
So our feeling is this is the same thing. They're just out to try to get into the news. It's silly. Like I said, I think it's just a futile effort on their part for what?